my first dose of the coronavirus vaccine, the Pfizer one. And I just wanted to share this really quick because I have some time. My appointment's at 10:45. It's only down the street, like 13 minutes away. And that's the thing. The first time I tried to get the vaccine, okay, let me back up. When the vaccine first came out, I was very scared. I'll just be honest. I was very scared, very nervous, unsure because it was just so new, came out so fast, and I understand the urgency why it needed to come out so fast. So I was just like, I don't know, you know. Anyways, so that's why I was scared of the vaccine. I was scared of possible side effects. I was scared of the unknown, right? So I didn't want to be one of the first ones to take it. Then time went on, and then so that was the first reason. I was scared of the virus or the vaccine. And I was just telling myself, I'm just gonna stay socially distanced, mask up, wash my hands frequently. I'm just gonna try to be safe as possible, right? And not get the vaccine. And then, so that was my first reason, because I was scared and unsure, right? But now, so much data has come out, right? And so many people have taken it, and that's no longer a good reason, right? So the second reason was there are possible side effects, right? There are possible side effects and things that could go wrong. And I was like, I just don't know about that. But my mom included, because she had to fly to Alaska. My brother, who has a compromised immune system because he has a new kidney, he was the reason why I was trying to be so careful. He got vaccinated. So my mom, my brother, almost everybody I deal with, almost every single one of my clients have been vaccinated. A lot of them have had their second dose already. And so, okay, so possible side effects, and me going, possibly going lame or losing the use of my limbs or something, you know that's not a valid excuse either, not anymore, because again, most of the people I deal with and come in contact with have been vaccinated, and they're all fine. Okay, so my third reason for not getting vaccinated was that it was just so inconvenient. When I went, this was a few months ago, I went online and I tried to get an appointment to get vaccinated. And they wanted me to go like 30 miles north of here, like past Gainesville. My mom actually went there and stood in line to get vaccinated because she had to go to the airport. Me, I was like, I don't even want to get the vaccine anyways. Don't make it hard on me. You know what I'm saying? Don't make it hard on top of the fact that I'm scared and I don't really want to get it. Make it easy on me. And so I was just like, I'm not going to do it if they're going to make it hard on me like that. If they're going to make it so inconvenient, I'm not going to get it. But then I've been hearing how easy it is these days, all right? So I went online a few nights ago, and I looked it up, and it really is a lot easier now. I clicked on the very first coronavirus vaccine in your area, or whatever, COVID-19 vaccine. It said schedule your appointment. It happened to be Walgreens, and it was right down the street from me. And I picked the date, today at 10:45. Easy. I was just like, okay. So my third reason, it's just too inconvenient. That's no longer a good excuse. So I no longer have any good excuses for not getting the vaccine. Have you had COVID yet? Christine, not that I know of. What's up, Christine, by the way? Are you vaccinated? Because from what I've been hearing, most of the people in the hospitals who are dying and having real bad complications, they're the ones who are not vaccinated, you know? And I was thinking, okay, I was, masking up. I do that for others because I want to be selfless, right? But getting the vaccine, I feel like that's more selfish. It's more for me. Because I am tired, I'm run down. I worked yesterday, I'm about to work today. I'm working a lot. And on my spare time, I'm doing archery. I'm doing, a lot of stuff that requires a lot of energy. I'm really tired and run down. So I feel like if I do get the coronavirus, what if I'm one of the ones that may go into the hospital and I'm in the ICU? You know what I'm saying? And then they're saying that the people who are vaccinated, they can still get the virus, right? But they're not the ones who end up in the ICU fighting for their life, right? So let me see. Absolutely will not get the shot. Yeah, see, Christine, I was never I was never strongly on one or the other. I wouldn't consider myself an anti-vaxxer or a non-vaxxer or anything. I don't like to label myself. I don't care enough on the political spectrum on either side to fight for either side. I think both are phony. I think both Democrats and Republicans are equally untrustworthy. So for me, I don't really feel strong enough to argue for either side. For me, I'm just looking at it objectively, and I wasn't gonna get the vaccine because first of all, I don't like shots either, and I was scared and I was unsure. But now so much data has come out, even information against the vaccine. If you wanted to look at that on YouTube, there's plenty of doctors talking about the dangers of the vaccine, and I watched that too. So I'm trying to consider all the facts, on both sides. Okay, here you go. Bev Smith says, I just had my second shot 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. What's that? Awesome, Bev. Hopefully you're doing fine, right? Everybody I've talked to that had the virus or had the vaccination, everyone's fine. AD, be very, very careful until your second shot's efficacy time. Until after you're wearing an N95. Yes, so I'm still going to do that. Even after I get vaccinated today, I'm still going to be wearing my mask, being careful. Christine, if you get the shot, please keep away from others for the first 3 weeks as you shed the spike protein. I stay away from people anyways. Christine, I enjoy it now. Seth, I got mine 2 weeks ago and haven't had any side effects. I do have high blood pressure and pre-diabetes, and I'm also 41, have 2 kids, kind of And you got yours 2 weeks ago, Seth. Awesome. And I'm 40 myself. I'm 40 years old. I don't look it, you know what I'm saying? I look fucking 17, you know what I'm saying? And I act like I'm 15, but it's all good. I'm still 40 years old biologically. The shot will not protect you with the new variants. I hear that too. And one person, I forget which doctor I was listening to, but he was saying that even though the people who have been vaccinated are getting the Delta variant, they are getting sick, they're not getting so sick where they have to be hospitalized and everything like that. The vaccine is helping. So I just feel like anything that will help, right? AD says Delta is over 300 times more contagious than the original Alpha variant. That's what I'm hearing. It is a personal choice, exactly, and that's why I'm not trying to convince anyone or trying to tell somebody you should get the shot or not. I'm saying I understand. These are the reasons I had for me not taking the shot. It was not political. It was not like a strong stance against the government or, don't tell me what to do. I don't like being told what to do, by the way. That's why, like, on Facebook, National Dog Day, I was like, fuck that. I don't like feeling like I'm being forced to share pictures of my dogs and stuff. Like, fuck that. Anyways, I don't like being told what to do. So I get it. I totally get it. And I'm not trying to tell people what to do. And I'm not trying to tell people this is why you should get the vaccine. This is just me simply stating that I had not gotten the vaccine up until now. I was just trying to be very careful. And I'm still going to be careful even after I get vaccinated. But these are just the reasons why I had personally for not getting the vaccine. And now these 3 reasons that I had for not getting the vaccine, they're no longer valid. There is a lot of data now. There's a lot of information now about the vaccine, a lot of research being done even still. And secondly, the side effects, the possible side effects, no one in my life that I know of have had any bad side effects from the vaccine. And almost everyone I know has been vaccinated. So, and the third reason, it was freaking inconvenient, man. Don't make me drive like over an hour, almost an hour to go get vaccinated. I'm not gonna do it. Put it down the street, make it easy for me, and I'll do it. Here go, because I really do got to get going. Let's see here. AD says this shot will prevent death and severe disease. ICU nurse here. Oh, AD, that's so awesome. Thank you so much for confirming that for me. Little validation before I go. Bev Smith, I'm totally fine. Felt crummy for a day. I actually have to go groom a dog later, so hopefully I don't feel crummy. I'm gonna keep my mask on though the whole time. AD, I'm very, very happy to hear you're going to be safe. Thank you, AD. Age does not matter with this variant. Oh, really? You don't think the virus will be fooled by my boyish good looks? Man, so then I have to get vaccinated. Brianna says, drink plenty of water before getting your vaccine. Oh, okay. I should do that because I'm drinking coffee right now. That's only going to dehydrate me. Christine, until the CDC starts telling the truth, I would rather stay away from the shot. Yeah, I mean, and I'm not trying to make you feel bad or anything. I'm just sharing. This is why I was hesitant and unsure about getting the vaccine. And now, the more I think about it, the reasons why I was not getting the vaccine, they just don't hold up anymore in my mind. I'm blessed to have friends in high places with real data, so I personally make my choice at this time and take my cocktail. Yeah, and then hopefully you stay safe. You know, that's the thing. It's like I don't wish sickness or illness or death on anyone. Linda C, what's up, Linda? Says, hey June, I've got my second dose coming up tomorrow. Nice. Helen Daniels, I've had both mine, never had any doubt of having them, would rather that than suffering, or worse still dead. I've lost someone to COVID. It's definitely worth having. Well done, June. Okay. Bubbles and biscuits. If the government cared so much about the people, they would pull all the crappy. Exactly. And that's another thing. When I saw the government officials really pushing it, that's what made me like feel a little bit more like, oh, I don't know. You know, when has the government ever had my best interest in mind? You know what I'm saying? If they're pushing this that hard, they have to have an agenda behind it. That's what I was thinking. I was like, you know, they're doing this because they care so much about me, you know, that they really want, you know, no. But I was thinking, you know what though? Maybe because the government, they do need the people alive, right? If they want to have power, they need people to control, right? If all the people are dead, then they don't have any control because there's no one to control and there's no power to be had, you know? So I feel like even if they are completely selfish and it's just in their own self-interest, it probably is in their own best interest to keep the population healthy and alive so they can control us, you know? where would their power would have no use. Their power would be worthless with no people around to control, you know what I'm saying? So let's keep the population healthy and alive so we can continue controlling them, you know? So maybe that's what it is. My choice has nothing to do with the government. Well, mine did a little bit. I have a general distrust of the government. Seth says, I found you from your Highland Video Academy. Wow, Highland Academy video. Nice, Seth. I was one of the village kids that couldn't afford to go to the academy, but I was always at church. I couldn't afford that academy either, which is why I was going door to door selling Christian books every night while I was there. Got pretty good at it too. My choice is based on the lack of real shared data on the shot. It has not been proven. Well, yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. I'm just, the thing is, like, what is, like, the final proof of the vaccine would be somebody either dies or not, right? I'd rather not find out. Let's see, Seth, also, I've watched all your videos and love the content. Wow, Seth. Holy cow, who has that kind of time to watch all my videos? Anyways, and Christine, yeah, Christine, that's the thing. It's like, I understand that somebody who has made up their mind is probably not going to change it, especially if you push them. Because what did it say? Les Brown said, a man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. You know, you could, you know, break someone down and get them to finally agree with you, but they're only verbally agreeing because they want you to shut up. You know what I'm saying? Someone you convince against their will, they're of the same opinion still. So I understand that people who are at the mindset that they're not going to get the vaccine, no matter what, you're probably not going to convince them. Someone who has their mindset that they are going to get the vaccine, no matter what, you're probably not going to convince them either. I'm neither. I was just kind of in the middle, just thinking, what do I do? You know what I'm saying? Off the record, I watch at work. Oh, nice. You know, while I'm working sometimes, I'll watch Mr. Ballin stories, those weird stories, people go missing. Anyways, again, I am seeing the real data from friends deep within. I don't know, but those videos of those people in the ICU units in Florida, filling up those hospital beds, dying, seems pretty real to me though, Christine. Denise says, I initially felt the same way, June. I was terrified and did not trust the way the vaccine was presented. The CDC was not giving us all the info and kept changing their recommendations. Yeah. AD says, this vaccine is old technology from 1965 and has been tested. And the thing is, once I saw my brother got the vaccine and he has a new kidney and he's taking my medication to, you know, make sure his immune system doesn't attack his new organ. So he's immunocompromised. And he got the vaccine and he's fine. Once I saw that, I was like, yeah, I mean, I have no excuse. Seth says, I was anti-vaccine until some of my health friends started dying. Health, yes, exactly. When I started seeing healthy kids, 16-year-old, 18-year-olds, yeah, that's when I was like, okay, I'm not safe. I thought I was 'cause I'm 40 and I'm freaking healthy as an ox. But yeah, I realized that that 18-year-old was actually healthier and stronger than me. Christine, no, it has not been tested and is not from 1965. I don't know. See, I don't want to start an argument. Denise, Delta, however, was a game changer. Happy for you. Awesome. AD says, I'm ICU, and that is untrue, Christine, and you need to know you could be responsible for others not vaccinating. Please stop spreading this. Yeah, so I tend to agree with the nurses and the doctors who are actually working in the ICU, and they're actually watching people die, and they're feeling so helpless, and they're feeling so frustrated because they're saying, we have a vaccine and people aren't taking it, and they're ending up here and they're dying. And this one army vet, he actually died from a gallbladder, a gallstone, something that's totally treatable, because he couldn't get into a bed because they were all filled up with people with coronavirus. So this army vet who served in Afghanistan, survived that, came back to America and died from a gallstone that was completely treatable, but he just couldn't get. They were trying to fly him. They finally found one hospital where they could take him with a helicopter. They flew him to another hospital. He died on the way there, and it was so crazy. The doctor was so upset. He said he's never had anyone die from that diagnosis before, and it's only because they didn't have enough hospital beds. I don't want to be one of those people taking up one of those beds because I didn't get vaccinated. I think that would be extremely, I don't think I could live with myself if I knew that I was one of the people that prevented that army vet from getting treated that day, and he died of a gallstone because I didn't get vaccinated. So, for me, that was the story that did it. I was like, I'm gonna get vaccinated. Pauline says, I'm with Christine, but good for you, Jen. A friend of mine's 22 healthy 22-year-old died after vaccine, leaving a son behind. Stories the mainstream media isn't covering. Wow. So yeah, I don't know. The thing is though, if I die, I die. I feel like Marcus Aurelius was right. Why are we so scared to die? As if living day to day is so wonderful. You know what I'm saying? As if this daily grind is so great. Like I'm gonna miss it. I'm not scared to die. I'm scared that in my death, or the way I live or the way I die, might have a harmful effect on others. That's what I'm worried about. I don't care if I die from the coronavirus or for the vaccine. I just don't want my death to prevent an army veteran from getting his gallstone taken out for him. I'm vaxxed and I still take D3 and airborne vitamins every day, says Seth. Awesome. Christine says, AD, I do know what I'm talking about. I absolutely want everyone to make their own choice. AD says, we are literally running out of oxygen. Wow, see? Denise says, problem was the terrible communication from the CDC and the government saying one thing one day, the opposite. Yeah, and that's what didn't like either. AD says, the nurses that are vaccinated are making it. The unvaxxed ones are losing. It's horrific. Ugh. Christine says, I nearly lost my sister from the exposure of the spike protein. She already had COVID and very healthy. AD, there are plenty who are getting sick in various ways and are vaccinated. Exactly. We're mortal regardless. Exactly. Yeah, we're gonna die. I'm not afraid of death, and I don't. It's just that I don't want to die in a way where my death causes someone else to either die or suffer. Yes, but not on vents, and it's less severe. Maybe in your area. The vaccinated are Delta. Oh yeah, well, and okay, so I don't want to get into conspiracies or anything, and I actually do have to get going. I don't want to be late, but yeah, these are my three reasons you can still spread it. Exactly. And that's why, even though I'm getting vaccinated, I'm gonna still mask up, still keep distance, still wash my hands, still stay safe. Like with any sickness, if you do not feel good, stay home. Cheyenne says, you are doing a great job being patient and kind when responding to argumentative contents. I'd be so frustrated. I mean, I understand that everybody has their own opinions. Everyone has their own ideas. And I'm not here to try to change anyone's. I'm just here to explain why I've changed my idea, why I changed my opinion. At first, I was not going to get it. Now I am. And the 3 reasons why I had in my mind for not getting it, they are no longer valid, and that's just what I'm trying to explain. Let's see here. Linda C, I had COVID and I'm vaccinated now. Awesome. AD, in all areas, not being argumentative, but the data doesn't follow your statement. Maria says, N99, bubbles, you'll feel the side effects of the vaccine 10 years from now. Maybe. But also, you know, I just feel like I've waited long enough. If I'm gonna get vaccinated, you know, might as well go ahead and get it now when everything's going crazy, you know. Let's see, Christine, AD said, AD, if only the data was that, okay, cause I gotta get going. I can't be reading their arguments out loud. Seth, most of the vaccinated that are getting sick are the people that got vaccinated early. The shelf life is only about 8 months. Yeah, and the cool thing is, when I made my appointment for the first one, they set up the appointment for the booster. So I have another appointment in September. It was super easy. Natalie says, happy for you getting vaccinated. It's a great thing to do. Let's stop this nasty thing. Good luck. Thank you, Natalie. D says, and the data is peer-reviewed, is metadata, and I'm sorry you're having issues with the truth of it. Obviously can't convince you. Yeah, I mean, a person convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. It really does no good arguing with someone. Don't do it. It's all a scam. June, I'll pray that everything goes just fine for you. Thank you, Christine. Karen says, don't believe the government. I don't believe the government, and I don't trust the government. I'm not doing this because of political reasons or anything like that. Don't like seeing unvaccinated people being demonized and being treated as lepers. I'm vaccinated, but it was my choice. Some people can't get vaccinated. It's a personal choice. Exactly. And that's the thing. It's like, I know there are people who cannot get vaccinated, right? And so for me, the best thing I can do is try to, do the best I can, right? If we haven't reached herd immunity in 8 months, I will get a booster, and this is coming from a semi-anti-vaxxer. This is all an experiment. Yeah, maybe, well, even life itself, maybe this is just all a big experiment. But you trust the drug companies? No, but I do want to, I do want the people that I live with to feel safe around me, and my mom and my brother have been vaccinated and they're fine. I'm the only one in the house that's not vaccinated, and I'm the one going out there every day. So I want the people around me to feel safe, which is why I wear a mask as well, because I want the people around me to feel safe, which is why I try to smile and everything when I'm out in public as well, because I want people around me to feel safe. AD, I respect your view and your choice. Awesome. AD, I'm a master's degree ICU nurse with decades of experience. I literally spent my life helping and spending thousands learnings about just things like this. You can trust my and thank you, AD. The vaccine CEO aren't even getting the vaccines. Let that sink in. It's a personal choice like chicken wings and coffee. I choose chicken and coffee. Exactly. All right. Anyways, good talk, guys. I got to get going. But the White House does not mandate vaccines for staff. Did not. Okay. But anyway, I'm getting it. I mean, you're not going to convince me not to get it. I was on that side. I wasn't going to get it. But then now things have changed and I'm going to get it this. Anyways, I got to go, guys. I'm going to be late to my freaking appointment. Bye, guys.